it is W for Warrnambool in Victoria. Morning, Sam.
It is. Good morning, Koshi. Good morning, team. We are excited. We're on the home stretch. There it is. Only just squeezed it in there. It's our virtual A to Z. Let's say good morning, Warrnambool. Hi, friends. Thank you so much for joining us. Warrnambool have been one of those towns that have really campaigned hard right from the start of our virtual A to Z. The virtual A to Z came about. We were planning to go around and visit these places like we did a few years ago, but of course COVID-19 meant we couldn't do that. But we have been giving virtual hugs, lots of shout outs to small businesses, promoting the local talent, the tourism opportunities in these spots for now that we can start to travel in some areas. So really excited to showcase Warrnambool. Of course, it's a big hub, Warrnambool. Around 35,000 people live there. Feel like most of them campaigned to get them over the line to feature today. So well done. Very passionate about their region. We can't wait to meet you all. But let's do an early check of your weather.
It is W for Warrnambool in Victoria this morning.
It sure is. Good morning, Koshi. Right there on our virtual map, we are celebrating these spots around Australia. Lots of passion for these regions. We wanted to make sure that all of these towns did not feel forgotten while we haven't been able to travel, while all of this has been happening over the last 3 or 4 months. Good morning, Warrnambool. Hi, guys. Great to see you all up and about. Plenty to showcase for this region. Huge hub. Around 35,000 people live in Warrnambool. Let's chat with Pit Stop Menswear. We've got Josh. Josh, also with you have Manny. We're going to have a look at some pictures. Tell us the story of Manny.
So Manny kind of started, he's out there to help support small local businesses, especially around Warrnambool. It kind of evolved and snowballed, I guess, and he's been to many different Warrnambool businesses, and looking to go to a few more. So
what a great idea!
Really
so he's obviously styled in the Pit Stop clothing, but he's going around and supporting other businesses, which is a great community vibe. And the best part, you don't have to pay an annoying model to do it because Manny, I presume, works for free. Well played. I like that. Let's move along to Brett. Brett at Kermon's Burgers, very famous burger joint there. Brett, just tell us, get us salivating nice and early. What is the most popular burger, mate?
Kerma's been going 70 years, and our most popular burger is one with the egg, bacon and hydroponic tomatoes. Absolutely delicious. Come and get one.
Yeah, love it. Throw it all in there. Ask questions later. In a moment, we're going to get some music. Great to see you all this morning, guys, from Warrnambool Live. But let's do a check of your weather.
Sunrise weather.
Showers, a top of 22. Darwin, sunny and 32. Good morning to Michael Ferguson. You can get onto Michael Ferguson Music on Facebook. We're going to have a look at you in action, mate, because I love what you've been doing. Like many performers, musicians, you have pivoted during this period and you've been doing ISO parties. Tell us about your ISO parties.
Yeah, we've been running ISO parties ever since we went into lockdown. We thought we'd do one every week just to try and entertain people while they were locked in.
It's a great way of just keeping people's spirits up during that time, but also making them feel connected and a part of something. What I want to do right now, though, if we just go to the group shot, we're going to bring in the Flying Flamingos Aerial Acrobatics to be your backup acrobats as you play for us. Go for it, girls, whenever you're ready. And the rest of Warrnambool is going to join in with a dance. So over to Michael Ferguson.
I can see clearly now, rain is gone.
Yeah.
I can see all of it coming my way. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for.
Come on, Brett.
It's gonna be a bright,
Look at those dad moves. Give it up for Michael, everyone. That was awesome. Well done, Warrnambool. That is Michael Ferguson. Get him on Facebook. Well done, everyone, for grooving along. Important to support those performers, those artists who haven't been able to play their normal gigs. But soon, we can go see you live for real. We'll see you with more soon.
And W is for Warrnambool in Victoria this morning.
It is. Good morning, Sam. Great spot, Warrnambool. I've been there a couple of times. There it is on our virtual map. 35,000 people roughly live there. The Great Ocean Road, about a 5-hour drive if you're going along the Great Ocean Road to Melbourne, or 3 hours if you go the direct way. But that is our spot for today's show. Good morning. Give us a wave, guys, in Warrnambool. We're showcasing these spots around Australia. They are not forgotten. I want to chat with Val, the Silver Surfers. I love this. Tell us all about it, Val.
Well, there's a group of us that go surfing most days. There's probably 10 of us, 20 of us in summer. Great exercise. Just getting the wetsuit on and off is great exercise.
That's so true. That can take days for some people, can't it? And does it work like the more silver you are, the more senior you are in terms of like you become a boss by having really silver hair? Well, you look fantastic, ladies. You're looking very fit. Thank you very much for joining us as Silver Surfers. Let's move along the group. There's plenty of great things going on. We've got to give a shout out to Tilly Divine, a cafe which just opened, cafe restaurant bar, opened just before the pandemic hit. Guys, when will you be open again for real?
Well, we opened last Monday, so we're allowed to have up to 20 people. So we've got to practice our social distancing and everything's going well. So, yeah, we opened on the 20th of March. We're open for 3 days and I went to takeaway only. So we had a bit of a hard slog for about 10 weeks just doing takeaway. But we're back on track now.
So
and
many
really
businesses have. Well, we're really excited to hear
restaurant.
that you're back on track. So get out there and support Tilly Divine. We're going to have more with our friends in Warrnambool in a moment, but let's do your weather. Storm showers in 22, sunny for Broome. Lauren and Gemma at Deep Blue Hot Springs. I didn't even know that there were hot springs there, ladies. Tell us all about it.
Yes, so we're sitting here in the Hot Springs Sanctuary. We officially opened in December last year. So there's no better place to be right now at this time of the morning. It's currently 38 degrees in the pool, 8 degrees outside.
Yeah, and you've got your robes on. Are you actually going for the dip this morning?
We will be, yes.
But just not on television.
Not on television.
Fair enough. I don't think many people would want to agree to that. Well, thank you for sharing it with us. It looks awesome. Great way to stay warm and get out there in the great outdoors in Warrnambool. And now, Layla, I love this. A big part of how Warrnambool got over the line was a video that Layla sent in. We're going to show a little bit of this fantastic tourism video you made for us. Here it is.
Why would you live in Warrnambool in this miserable weather? I would live in Warrnambool and put up with this rain because I love where I live. There is not heaps of traffic. Unlike other places, we don't have dangerous wildlife like bears, moose and crocodiles. We do have dogs.
That was sensational. Well done, Layla. You're a superstar. What do you want to say to people around Australia who've never visited Warrnambool? What do you want to say?
Well, probably if you came to Warrnambool, the best place to visit would be Lake the Tobe.
Oh, tell me about that.
So Lake the Tobe has playgrounds and stuff that you can play on, and then has the bridges that you can ride on and walk across.
Oh, that sounds
and
excellent.
Boat riding.
So many outdoors opportunities. Thank you, Layla. We loved your video. A bit like me, a bit more energy in the videos than in the live situation, but that's okay. Everyone give us a wave and tell us the letter W is for...
Warrnambool.
Yes, it is. Love it, Warrnambool. We'll be back with more in half an hour. Great job.
Well done, Layla. How'd you like?
And W is for Warrnambool in Victoria this morning, Sam.
It is. Good morning, Sam. There it is on our virtual map. This has been all about highlighting the towns to make sure people know they're not forgotten throughout this strange period over the last few months. This is our 23rd stop. We're actually wrapping it all up tomorrow. We're doing X, Y and Z in the one show to bring it home for a Friday because next week we can travel for real. So we've got to say, though, good morning. The letter W is for...
Warrnambool!
Yes, indeed. We've got a lot of great stuff to showcase for Warrnambool, including very special celebrity guests joining us soon from Warrnambool. But let's do a check of your weather.
And Sam, W is for Warrnambool in Victoria, and Barrett's has even heard of the local burger joint there. Says it's legendary.
I've heard great things as well, yeah. A lot of delicious local produce in Warrnambool. They have made it onto our virtual A to Z. Matt, let's say good morning, Warrnambool. Thank you for joining us, team. Great to see you. Oh, look who it is, a special guest. On the count of three, can we get a loud Hughesy? 1, 2, 3. Good morning. You have to be one of Warrnambool's, probably Warrnambool's most famous son. Who challenges you for that title, Hughesy?
Mate, there's probably AFL footballers at the top of the tree there. Jonathan Brown, former Brisbane Lion legend. I went to school with his uncle, Tim, actually. So, and Leon Cameron, the coach of the West Sydney Giants, who I used to play school football against, and we won. My team once beat his team, and I took a mark over him, and I'm sure he remembers it as well as I do.
And he'll love that you brought that up as well. We're going to show some photos. You were actually in town, born and bred from Warrnambool, but you were in town on the weekend. Your mum's still there. You were there with the family. Tell us about what you got up to in Warrnambool over the weekend.
3 nights in Warrnambool. Got back on Monday. We went down to Lake Batobe. Any Warrnambool person knows it's the biggest and best free children's playground in Australia. That's amazing. We went down to the Hopkins River where my dad's ashes are still floating around the river. It's a beautiful part of the world. We went up to Thunder Point and looked over the great Southern Ocean where it crashes into the coastline. We went out to Tower Hill and saw some emus. Nice. We went to Killarney and... mate, Warrnambool is the best place in Australia, Sam. It's underrated. People get to Warrnambool.
I love it. New head of tourism as well. Obviously, Hughesy and Ed, the show on the Hit Network. I said thanks for joining us from the radio station. You told me this is your house. You're just really passionate about the network, and you've got that poster up at your house, Hughesy.
Mate, just got Hit Network wallpaper all over the house. Let's face it, they're helping keep the lights on, so it's the least I can do is just advertise. No, we were doing the show from this bedroom at my house for a number of months. So so that was the backdrop that made people try to think that we're at the network, at the radio station. But yes, I'm proud of the Hit Network.
In a moment, we're going to get more of our Warrnambool friends and their run-ins with Hughesy. But first, your weather. Can we just do by show of hands, tell us, have you had a run-in with Hughesy over the years around Warrnambool? Here we go. Oh, that's pretty good. Pretty good ratio there. Tom, what was your run-in?
Yeah, my husband gave Hughesy extra time on the boats because he's a Carlton supporter.
Oh, right. So you're out on the boats, were you, Hughesy?
Yeah, they're speed boats down at Lake Batobe. They go at top speed, I think, 15 kilometres an hour, so you can really... you basically, probably can't do any water skiing, but you can have a great time. Those boats, get your family down to Lake Batobe and get on the speed boats. They're great value.
I love it. And we did our research on this one, Hughesy, one of the rare cases of you paying for an activity. So we did our research on that one. Let's go to Uncle Lockie. Lockie, what's your connection with Hughesy in Warrnambool?
Well, I've been umpiring for 50 years, and Hughesy, I've umpired you and all those guys that you mentioned before. And Hughesy, I'm sorry to say this, you were the worst football I've ever umpired.
So you umpired his footy. Where did he go wrong as a footballer? Why did he not make it to the top as an AFL player?
He was a bit scared of the leather. He'd run around the wings. He would. He wouldn't get in on the ball.
Oh, look, I'm going to be consulting my lawyers after this, to be honest. Sometimes I'd get to the ball and it would have just left. I wanted to be there, but the ball was running away from me. I wasn't running away from the ball.
I love that we've brought Hughesy on. He's given a really passionate sell for his hometown. He's given nothing but love, and he's been heckled by his own people. Well done. We're bringing communities together and tearing them apart. Thank you, Hughesy, for joining us. The rest of our friends in Warrnambool, we're going to have more with you very soon, but Hughesy with Hughesy and Ed on the Hit Network. Good on you, mate. Take care, and thanks for coming on today for our virtual A to Z.
And W is for Warrnambool in Victoria this morning.
It is, Sam. Good morning. They've made it onto our virtual map, our virtual A to Z, because we haven't been able to travel like we normally would, but we can give a virtual hug. Shout out to the businesses in the region. Hello, Warrnambool. Great to see you all. Good morning. I want to cross to Dr. Trish Corbett, Middle Island, very famous spot with those beautiful dogs. Trish, tell us about the special job that those dogs do on Middle Island.
Yeah, so we've got Mezzo and Oberon here, our two guardians, and they protect against foxes, penguins or fairy penguins.
So they are trained and they're instinctively, they protect the little penguins, which is just beautiful. That is adorable, and they're enormous as well. That's reason enough to go just to visit them, to see them, give them a pat up close. Thank you, Trish. Absolutely. That is a great experience there as part of Warrnambool. Let's move around the group and say hello to Jimmy and Phil. Now, that amazing piece of art behind you, you did that, Jimmy. Tell us the snapshot version of this story and why this has gone viral. 60 million people have watched a video of this piece of art. Tell us why and what happened.
It was just one of those cacophony of error things. I did it as a practice for a council piece that I was doing. I did in chalk to prove that I was trying to prove that chalk wasn't going to last very long, and then Phil came along and did a clear coat over it and preserved it forever.
So he protected it. He didn't have to, but he did because he thought that's too good to get rid of. We've got to protect that. You didn't realise that he'd done that, so you came down with your own mop to then wipe it up. You're like, well, it had a few days, I'll get rid of it now. You realise a little while in, you can't get rid of it, and now it's there forever, and everyone's going there and taking photos with it. It's just one of these things that wasn't supposed to happen, but is now a very famous spot around Warrnambool. So congratulations, gentlemen, for making so many mistakes to bring us this beautiful piece of art. I love it. Well done, Phil. We're going to have more with our friends in a moment from Warrnambool, but let's do your weather. So many great community initiatives going on around Warrnambool. Tom Richardson from Find Your Voice Choir. Tell us what you guys do, mate.
Yeah, we're a beautiful community of over 200 people of all ages, abilities, genders, sexual preferences, religions, backgrounds. It's a real celebration of human spirit.
I love that. That is such a really beautiful, inclusive idea. Can we now hear a little bit of a song? You're going to give us a little snippet. We can have a bit of a groove.
Yeah, this is a little original tune that we do in the choir.
Go for it.
Somebody say love. Somebody say love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Somebody say love.
Oh, I love that. Mel's doing the Auslan sign for us as well. Love that, Mel.
Ain't nobody got too much. I've got a lot to share.
Big round of applause. That's beautiful, Tom. And original as well. So much talent in Warrnambool. Thank you for the sign there as well, Mel. We're going to have more with our friends from Warrnambool. There's a lot to love about this region. They've campaigned so hard right from when we started at A. They were on us. 35,000 people live there. The Great Ocean Road, beautiful outdoor spaces, absolute champions. Warrnambool, it's W for our virtual A to Z. We'll be back to wrap it up very soon and tell you that 32. Uncle Lockie and Mel peak Wurrong language. We're going to learn something there. What is the word behind us? Can you share it so we can all learn how to say that and what it means?
It says Natanwa, and Natanwa means?
Welcome, hello, welcome. Yanawa.
Well, Natanwa, Warrnambool, and thank you very much. Thank you for joining us this morning, guys. Great to see you on the show. I also want to quickly touch base with Fiona from Warrnambool Tours. Give us the best couple of things that we can do in that region in way of tours. What should we go and see?
Hi Sam, we have a Warrnambool Wanderer tour where we see beautiful beaches like this. We're at Logan's Beach at the moment.
Yeah.
We can also go only an hour to the 12 Apostles, the Grampians and the Otways National Park.
So much in that region, of course, the Great Ocean Road. It's a stunning part of Australia. Thank you for sharing it. Warrnambool Tours, if you want to get on with that. Guys, give us a big wave and thank you very much. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Warrnambool, you've outdone yourselves. It's been brilliant. We can't wait to visit you for real. Good job. Tomorrow on the show, as I mentioned at the start of the week, we are wrapping it up. We're going to do X, Y and Z, a bumper edition